Software as a solution, in and of itself, strikes fear in the hearts of all reasonable people. After all, the typical approach has been one of two models: to make one enormous corporate sale, leaving the implementation to an already overtaxed corporate IT group who understands far more about computer code and system hardware than they do estimating, planning, and executing a turnaround, or to sell user seats. Seats are, by definition, information silos. And not only is information availability due to the limited use of a seat an issue, but they also get lost, corrupted, and are subject to the whims of the market as operating systems like XP and Vista change and the processing memory requirements of your PC constantly evolve. The result is that most software companies hope for the sale and walk away leaving you with the implementation, training, and system requirement issues that plague typical installations. If you should need help, you pay tremendous hourly rates for personnel that have no understanding of your industry or unique operating environment. The other solution, outsourcing the turnarounds management, is exactly the opposite for all the reasons already mentioned. There is no exit strategy. In fact, when your only source of income is billable hours, there is a negative incentive for them to ever go. If they are doing a good job for their company, they're looking for a reason to stay. And if they do leave after the end of a project, is your facility any better off than when they arrived? What are they leaving behind? So what's the answer? The answer is to map out an exit strategy that allows both companies to benefit from a long-term partnership that creates a permanent infrastructure and operating environment, allowing the plant to become self-sufficient. Like turnaround planning companies, we provide highly skilled and technically proficient leaders capable of managing a project. But here's the difference. Our people are tasked with training your personnel while they help manage the turnaround with the goal of handing the reins over to you at an agreed-upon point in the future. We work together to gain a consensus from a facility before a project begins in regard to the what, when, where, and who unique to your facility. We operate under a collaborative partnership to make sure that your workflow is defined and embedded in the application, that everyone is trained, that the system is operating as it should, and that the results are satisfactory to you. We bill only a one-time implementation fee and the man-hours required to get you up and running. And what about our incentive to leave? You don't pay for the product as long as we are on site. When it's time to exit, you have a fully implemented, state-of-the-art operating environment with trained personnel and proven cost justification based on real results. There are none of the hidden costs usually associated with software. And what if you decide that the cost is not justified, or the facility makes a decision that precludes its use? All information generated in the application is delivered not simply in the form of hard copy reports, but also as data table libraries, indexed for easy future reference. You specify the file formats, whether it's SQL, Access, Excel, or Oracle. Your project information is organized, accessible, and ready for input into any system you should choose, making sure we leave your facility better off than we found it. But we are convinced that DART is the ultimate solution for your plant, and that once you realize the enormous savings and benefits associated with a universally accessible and managerially sanctioned center of control, you won't be able to live without it.